Hey guys, it's Snivy17. I got another video for you today. Today I'm going to do a personal roster video. I got a request to do this video by Swpneel Hoque and SpaceBluurXI. So thank you guys. So I will be going through my personal roster. I'll be showing you guys what cards I use, what's my strongest cards, what am I working on right now. And you know, all that good stuff. So I'll go through my my cards, my player cards, and my gear cards. So hope you can stay with me and learn a thing or two, or teach me a thing or two. If you guys want to comment in below if I can do anything to improve myself, I would greatly appreciate that as well. All right. So as you see, I got quite a few cards. I'm only missing 4 cards total. And that would be Red Sun Deathstroke, John Stewart Green Lantern, 600 Wonder Woman, and Regime Raven. I missed those challenges, and I'm hoping to get those in a challenge booster pack in the future. But as for my strongest card, of raw power, my strongest card is actually Regime Superman. So I have my Regime Superman at level 50, and he is Elite 7. Here you go. So with all the Alliance cards, as you see, he has 35,000 plus attack, and he's really nice, and he has 80,000 health. His Kryptonian Smash does 87,000 damage, which is, I mean, he's a really nice card, but I actually do not like to use him. Why? Because I find that even though he is really strong, there are other cards out there that are better in a team-wise to use. So I rather use actually Red Sun Superman and the original Red Sun team, Red Sun Solomon Grundy and Red Sun Wonder Woman, because of the Superman's trait where he gains, well, everybody gains a 25% damage increase to their melee per Red Sun card. So that's really nice. That's 75% damage increase. That's amazing. If you pair that with gear cards like Mark of the Lady Shiva, Power Gloves, and let's say a level 3 Deathstroke card, it makes him amazing. I also like to use Batman, just a regular old Batman, because of his technical genius, which is 25% more damage to everything. I love that. I like using him over Insurgency, but I also do love using Insurgency, and when I play with Insurgency Batman, I will spam his Explosive Batarang, because now his 300% damage increase from his trait now goes to a combo rather than just one hit, so that is really useful. Alright. Other than that, let's see here. I don't like to use Bane, even though I got him maxed out. Bane's really not that useful still. As you see, his stats are still kind of low. He's not that useful. I haven't got Luchador Bane yet. I haven't even started the challenge yet. I need to start on that. I also like to use, I prefer the Arrow. I prefer Arrow over Martian Manhunter because, I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you use Martian Manhunter's 3 regular punches, and then he gets his 1 special punch, there is a frame afterwards where he is frozen, and the enemy seems like it can always get an attack in, and I do not like that. And especially when you play the computer, Martian Manhunter is a monster, and he's overly aggressive, and it doesn't seem like he gets that freeze frame. But apparently, the player does. So I prefer to play Green Arrow, Arrow's Green Arrow, because he's almost the same as Martian Manhunter. Basically, their traits are almost the same, and he doesn't get no freeze frame. So I prefer that. As a team, as a silver card team, you always want to have Regime Green Lantern on your team. Look into that card if you guys haven't got it. He's a really wonderful card with his 25% power increase. So you always want to tag him, especially on those silver card challenges. I think they are the 3rd challenge in the pack. Have a team of Regime Green Lantern. You can either have the Flash, silver card Flash, because he's really strong. I only have mine to Elite 6. I haven't got him in Elite 7 like my Sinestro, who is actually stronger, but I rather use Flash because he's faster. And You can either use Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is a good card with its 25% health increase. Or you can use Regime Wonder Woman. She's also a really good card for those silver card challenges, which are challenge 3 in the card challenges that are going on. Another good card to use is actually the Joker Insurgency, and I say this why, even though he is a tad bit weak, he gets 4 heavy attacks instead of the default 3. As you see, he gets almost 30,000 attacks, so 29,362. And his last laugh is really good if you plan on like using him and then sacrificing him to lower a person's a person's HP upon his defeat. It's a really nice strategy card actually to play. I would say Regime Wonder Woman, but since the update with her power per block got decreased, she's not that unique anymore. I have a Lobo Elite 7 level 50. He's a really nice card. Sadly, his trait is only useful here and there. It's not really that ultra useful, especially if you can't tell when you have energy drain characters coming along. So online, he's not that useful as well because you don't know who's going to have energy drain and who's not. So it's better to prepare for health spammers than energy drain spammers. So Lobo is not that great of a card to use online, I recommend. But if you see, he has 33,000 attack and his special does 82,000 damage. So that's really nice. He's really strong, weaker than Regime Superman, but he is a really strong card. I don't have Darkseid or Batman Arkham Origins ranked up at all. I was saving my credits to do that with Batman Arkham Origins, but the gear card sale went on, so I went and I bought 80 gear cards instead. And same thing with Darkseid. I don't buy cards for full price. I buy the packs, so I don't have Darkseid fully maxed out as well. But I see a lot of people use him online. But I see a lot more people use Batman Arkham Origins online with melee cards. They can get him to hit up to about 8,000 damage, roughly, which is really, really, really good. Now, I'm going to go over to my gear cards and show you the gear cards that I'm using. I might go back to my regular cards, but my gear cards that I like to use are Mark of the Lady Shiva, which is originally called Mark of the Tiger. And it gives you an increase to your attacks and a chance to critical. Now, basic attacks, you might think that's a low, like the tap, just the tap. No, it's tap and swipe, so it counts for those. And it does at max 50% damage boost and 40% crit chance. Now, it might not be that impressive alone, but when you pair it with Power Gloves that has 35 damage increase and 30 crit, you just stack that up and then your character becomes insanely strong. And if you want to take it a step further, you could either do the Ally Sword, which is Deathstroke's card, and as you see, it does a 50% damage bonus to basic attacks, and a 35% crit increase to basic attacks. So if you pair all 3 of those cards, and if you have, like, let's say a Batman Arkham Origins Elite 7, you can have him almost cracking out 8,000 in damage. Is what I've seen happen to me online. So you might want to look into that. You can also use the Kamu, I think it's a Kamu card. It does the same thing, except it only does life draining for Scorpion. So I'd rather do the Ally Sword because it gives Deathstroke a crit chance in case you ever want to use Deathstroke and go the melee route. I prefer melee over health draining. That's just me. Oh, let me go back to my gear cards. And I have a lot of cards here. I prefer not, all these cards you see right here on screen, I prefer not to use them. I don't find them that useful. I see people use Battle Staff, upgrade it a lot. I'm not willing to upgrade it myself. I'm not a player who uses, like, as you see, damages opponents with special ones. I don't find that useful because I don't spam my special ones or 2s. So I'm really a melee character guy. I like to melee my cards up. So I prefer the melee gear cards. Now, if I go back to my my cards, I have I'm currently working on ranking up Batman, Insurgency Batman to rank 50, and I'm not trying to get into the Elite 7 because I'm only focusing on ranking people up and farming money through bonus battle. I believe it's 6, the second and last one. Same thing with Black Adam. Black Adam, I'm trying to rank up. I don't really like Black Adam. I don't find him that useful. I'm trying to do my Arkham Origins Deathstroke. I haven't been able to play around with the 8% damage increase per promotion, so I don't know if it's good or not, because he's only Elite 2. My General Zod, I prefer General Zod over Man of Steel Superman. I just like the 20% damage minus versus a random 33% chance of getting a move not used. And it seems like it doesn't work on special 3s anymore. Lex Luthor, Krypto Lex Luthor is actually a pretty common card for gold cards, if you were curious. Same thing with Arrow, Green Arrow. I got all my cards through the gold cards, just like you have to, randomly. And they were pretty common. As you see, I got them Elite 5. And I got my Arrow to Elite 4. It's pretty common. It's not that rare to get. If you want a DOT King, you want to use Scorpion, Mortal Kombat Scorpion, because Hellfire is actually, it has the best damage over time stats versus like using his level 3 special over and over. It would be better just to spam his level 2 because it's very strong. He's the strongest character for damage over time. I do not know who is the second. I don't have Shazam and I don't have Sinestro, as you see. And that's about all I do with my cards. I'll go to you and I'll show you what I do. If you just saw it, you have 8 days left on the Luchador Challenge. If you're watching this video, as of September the 6th, you have 8 days left. I just farm Bonus Battle 6 right here, over and over again. And I just use my gear cards. As you see, I got Mark of the Lady Shiva and Power Gloves on my characters. And it makes these quicker, easier, and more time to credit effective. You get roughly about 20,000 credits throughout the whole challenge. And if you can crank, I don't know, it takes maybe about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes to go through the whole challenge. So gear cards are definitely an increase. So if you're sitting there asking me what you should be working on and all that, should I work on gear cards, should I work on collection cards, you know, character cards, I would say get a group of 3, get like 3 or 2 pairs of cards that you like to use. And that's 3 cards total in 2 groups, so 6 cards total. And then focus on gear cards. Now, I think going the melee route is the best route you can go to. It makes you, for me, I play online and I have to run into a lot of spammers. And my only offense against a spammer is really using melee gear cards. That's my tactic. You might have a different tactic, and that might work better for you. The health drain might work better for you. I don't know any other tactics to that. That's my personal tactic, and that is what I prefer, is to melee them out over time. I would say work on Mark of the Lady Shiva card. Work on Power Gloves and try to get a level 3 melee card. I believe that is the best route you can go through in this game. Have one character that's melee dominant. And have it your strongest character, whether it be Red Sun Superman, whether it be Arkham Origins Batman, whether it be Darkseid, whether it be the new Deathstroke card. Whoever it is, focus on one character. And that's all I really do. I don't really have life draining cards, strategies. I don't have nothing. If you're going to do damage minus cards, do it on General Zod, because he already has a 20% natural damage bonus. He's not that strong, but I only have him in Elite 5, so I think even if I get him in Elite 7, he's only going to do about 70,000 damage on his Elite 3 cards, on his level 3 special. I'm going to take a step back and end this video with talking about bronze cards. Now for bronze cards, they get the least amount of attention, but they're just as useful. Nightmare difficulty challenge 1 can be hard for some folks. So for those challenges, I recommend you guys use both Flashes and a Lex Luthor card. Why do I say that? Because both Flashes actually have the exact same stats. Both Flashes are the strongest bronze card. Pair it with Lex Luthor, who I believe has a 15% power increase. Damage increase. Yes, 15% damage increase. It will help you breeze through those challenges a little bit easier. What else should you do? You should also what you should also be doing is leveling up your gear cards and pairing a gear card with them. And I know it may sound like it's a waste of money, but try to work on their level 3 specials. I believe it's a waste of money, and I'm still trying to talk myself into it. But those are my those are the general cards that I showed you that I actually use. Batman, regular Batman, Red Sun Superman, General Zod, Man of Steel, Insurgency Batman, Solomon Grundy and Wonder Woman Red Sun, and I will pair random pairings when I'm trying to level cards up. So I'll pair Black Adam because I'm trying to get him to rank 50 with, let's just say Doomsday. If he wasn't rank 50, I'm trying to get him rank 50. I don't really do set groupings outside of like have the Red Sun team together and have the Batmans together. I like to roll with the Batmans together. That's going to conclude my video for today on my personal collection, guys. This is what I use. If you don't like my what I use, or if you think you do something better, or if you think I should do something to improve the way I play, or if I didn't mention anything, please comment on it in the comments below. I really want to hear you guys' opinions on this. I mean, I play this game a lot, and it would be nice to hear different strategies. Maybe I'll find a new one that I would like. Maybe I won't. And I'm really curious to know, guys. Because I feel like melee is the best way to go in this game, and I haven't been proved otherwise yet. If you liked my video, throw it a thumbs up, guys. I would like to thank SpaceBluurXI for first giving me the suggestion to do this video, and Sumding. Thank you guys for suggesting to do this. I want to also apologize for it being a couple days late than rather than I said. I'm sorry. I'll try to make my videos come out more on time in the future, but I've been going through a big move. If you guys want to see more Injustice videos, subscribe to my channel. I will be doing the Bane challenges soon. I really need to jump on those. I'm being late on those. And I would like to thank you guys for watching. As always, you guys are the reason why I make these videos in the first place. And have a great day, guys. And thank you for watching. Alright? Nivey17 out. Later.